thank you for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hello, can I get a tall iced coffee with sweet cream and vanilla cold foam on top? That will be all.
Okay, so a tall iced coffee with vanilla sweet cream and a vanilla sweet cream cold foam. That'll be $5.30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys always want to know my Starbucks orders, so there you go. I've been actually getting smaller coffees if it's later on in the day because it gets me too turnt at night. I have too much energy at night to go to sleep, so I had to lower my consumption of caffeine. But how are all you today? I'm going to an MRI, so this is like a little pep talk, and then tomorrow immediately I'll have my follow-up for my MRI for my eye. So I'm really happy because my neuro-ophthalmologist, she's taken this very seriously, you know, my eye pain and my head pain, and she scheduled the appointment immediately the day after I get this MRI, which is great. Then tomorrow at like 2 p.m. I go in for an endoscopy, which is where they put you to sleep and put a camera down your throat. So I think I'm gonna make this one big health date up. I'm just gonna make this big health update video for you guys to get everything all in one. So this is gonna be covered over the next few days. I'll give you guys an update how I feel exactly after my endoscopy. But other than that, I've been having a lot of head pain right here, eye pain. My ear's been hurting today, and I have white discharge coming out of it, so that's kind of nasty, but I'm not sick, so don't know what's going on there. The kids are at home with David, and Kaiser's at school, the usual. Figure I get some coffee because I'm like 15 minutes early for my appointment, which is crazy. Never thought in a million years I'd be early, so I decided to stop and get some Starbucks. I really hate brain MRIs or the eye MRIs because they put like this cage on top of your head when you get the MRI done, and I hate it because it makes me feel claustrophobic. Yeah, I have a little bit of anxiety right now, a little bit nervous, but I always do MRIs, so I don't know why I get this way. But I have this bracelet on that I ordered off Amazon. I'll put the affiliate link below in the description, but it's Lava Rock. I explained it on my TikTok before. You put any essential oil on you want. It helps with your anxiety. You can smell it every time your hand passes throughout the whole day. I've been wearing it for like 2 weeks now, and it actually lasts a long time. So let me pay for this Starbucks because I need to use my phone. I need to use Apple Pay. I'll tune in with you guys after my MRI. And yes, don't worry, y'all. I just parked, and I got a mask because I'm going to be safe. So don't come at me. Wow, it's hot in here. Halfway buckled. Don't worry, I'll put it over my chest when I start going. Let me turn this down. So this is from Contrast, if you're wondering. Nothing crazy happened. And in for my MRI, finally got out. Y'all, I went in there at 12:15. They didn't start my MRI until 1:30. I was in there for like an hour and a half. I just got done, and it's 3 o'clock. And David had to go pick up Kaiser from school, which is crazy. So that took all day. That consumed my entire day. Now I'm going to pick up some Burger King for everyone and gonna bring it home to them. My MRI went good, but let me tell you, if you guys have mascara on that has the fiber optic lashes, do not wear that before you get an MRI scan, because they had to stop in the middle of my scan and redo 2 of my scans because they're like, we see little fibers on your eyes. Are you wearing makeup? I'm like, yeah, I am, sorry. So I scrubbed that off in the middle of the scan. They had to redo 2 of them. Yeah, that hurt really bad. I already have a headache, and it seems like, you know, with loud noises, my headache gets worse. And like I said, it's above my eyebrow right here. So while, you know, the MRI was going, it's really, really loud. You even have earplugs in, but you know what? I still was in extreme pain. It hurt so bad. Like my cheeks hurt, my eyeballs hurt, my head hurt, like the middle of my forehead. Now I need to go eat before I throw up. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll take another video tomorrow. Tune in with you guys tomorrow. Say good morning, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube.
It's the next day for us. I know I was filming a little bit yesterday about my doctor's appointments, and now we are in the car line waiting to drop Kaiser off this morning. and everyone else is back home. So other than that,
I did my hair last night.
yes, it's picture day for Kaiser, but he's not allowed to wear anything that's not a uniform. So he still has to wear his uniform, but that's okay, right? He's still
like my
cute.
book bag too.
And David cut your hair, look that way. Yeah, nice. Nice fade, kept it long on top.
Oh, and mommy told me eye boogers are in my eye and that means that my eyes get foggy.
And then what did you tell me?
I told them that I ate them and they dissolve really fast.
Don't do that. But today I have doctor's appointments to go to, and Kaiser, we might have to pick you up early.
Okay, yay.
We might have to pick you up early because we won't have time to pick you up after my doctor, or I'll be in my doctor's appointment. So, yeah.
And look, I lost my tooth and it's growing in. Kind of.
All right, we got to go. We're driving. Bye. Say bye, you guys.
Bye, my tooth is growing.
So I'm back home, started my shower. Let me give you a rundown. So it's about 8:30 right now. 9 o'clock, I have a phone call with my arthritis doctor, and she's going to tell me if my blood tests came back saying anything. And then I have to go to my eye appointment. I have to drive there. And then after that, later on, around 1:45, is when I'm going to get the endoscopy done. Now, since midnight, I haven't been able to eat anything, and I can't eat anything until my appointment, which is at 1:45. So I'm like fasting until then. I can only drink clear liquids like water up until 4 hours. So up until like 9:45, I got like another hour I can drink clear liquids. Oh, I hate this. David's over here drinking coffee, and I want coffee. I'm gonna take a shower, and I'll get back to you guys after I get ready. Okay, so I took a shower. I feel much, much better. And I had my first doctor's appointment over the phone with my arthritis doctor. And she ended up telling me that all my blood tests came back fine. I don't have lupus, which is great. I don't have any connective tissue diseases that she sees, which is great. She said my inflammation levels are normal and no lymphoma present, nothing crazy. She did say, because I mentioned to her that I have the Epstein-Barr virus. And you get that when you have mono as a kid, and then it stays dormant in your system basically for the rest of your life, but it can cause different diseases and complications in your body. And I mentioned that to her, 2 weeks ago during my appointment. And on the phone just now, she said, well, with the Epstein-Barr virus, like you were mentioning, I think you need to go tell your primary doctor about that. You might need to see an infectious disease doctor. So yeah, they handle that. So I don't know. She said, well, we ruled out a lot, which is great. I'm happy. All these other doctors are always like, you need to go to an arthritis doctor. And I'm like, I don't think I need to go there. They're like, yeah, you do. So I went, I got checked out. So now I can tell every doctor that recommends it to me that I've been checked out by the arthritis doctor and I'm in the clear. So yeah, the next thing, I'll be going to my eye doctor appointment. I got my MRI results from yesterday, and it says prominent cyst in my sinuses. And you have these tiny sinuses right here on the bridge of your nose, and they said I have mucus thickening. So I'm not sure what she's gonna tell me about that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna get ready. I'll let you guys know when I'm leaving. Okay, so I'm in my car. I'm ready to go. Let's head to my doctor's appointment. It shouldn't even take that long. It should only take like 10 minutes. But then we have to come all the way back home, pick up David and Ensley, go pick up Kaiser, and then I have to go back to town to get put under for my endoscopy, which, let me remind you, is that camera down my throat. So to check my esophagus because the issues I have. But let's go see what's up with this cyst in my head. All right, y'all, I'm about to go in. I got my mask. Don't worry, I'm being safe. I'm kind of nervous because, I don't know, the cyst is causing a lot of pain in my head, and I hope she's going to do something about it. We'll see. So, wish me luck. Okay, so I'm out of that appointment. So that went good. Basically, they told me that, you know, your eyes are fine, and they do see the cyst in my head, but they said we don't treat that type of cyst in your head. You have to go to an ENT. So now I have to go back to my ears, nose, and throat doctor. I've been there before because they did kind of surgery on me before. So now I have to tell them to go look at my MRI images. You ruled out eye disease, so that's why my eye is not hurting from any eye disease. My eyes are healthy, so that's good. But why I have eye pain or why I have headaches, I don't know. Maybe it's a cyst, and maybe the ENT will do something about it. I have no idea. But as for now, I don't have much time to talk. I gotta rush home, get Ensley ready, get David ready, get everyone in the car, go get Kaiser. I'm starving. I really want to eat, but I can't eat because you're not allowed to eat after midnight. And I can't drink anything. So that sucks. But it's okay. I'll get through it. I've fasted before many times in my life. This won't be hard. Already halfway through it. I really want Alfredo. I'm probably going to get Alfredo when I get out. I'm going to tell David to get it to go. Yeah. So yeah, they told me, basically, she said you need to go back to your neurologist. You need to tell her my headaches and my eye pain are not because of my eyes. It's because of neurological issues. And she said, what about your neck cracking? And I said, well, you know, that's still happening. And I mean, it's pretty much at a halt. No one knows what to do. No one knows what's causing it. She told me, she's like, okay, well, just go back to your neurologist. She's going to see all my notes. And you need to tell her that your neck is still cracking. And they need to try to figure out the issue. But then when I told her, I said, yeah, this neck cracking issue has been happening a lot. It's like the same thing as popping my knuckles. I said, when I look left or right, and then when I looked, it popped. And I looked at her, I said, did you hear that? And the assistant and the doctor looked at me and said, yeah, we heard that. And it was loud as hell. Like, it was so quiet in the room. And I was just like, yeah, I turned my neck and went pop. And I was like, holy shit. So yeah, it's definitely a problem. And it definitely happens. And now it's been happening since last September. So almost a year now. She's like, what about the cyst in your spine? I'm like, no one knows why it happened. And she's like, but you have a follow-up with your neurosurgeon in the fall, right? I'm like, yep. And I said, nobody knows why I have a cyst in my spine. No one knows why I have the cyst in my head. No one knows what to do. Everyone's like, yeah, you have a cyst. But, yeah, go to ENT. We don't deal with that. Like, it's always a new doctor, a new doctor, a new doctor. Like, just... I think that's why I'm having these headaches. Who knows? It's probably why my neck is cracking. I don't know. But I'll tune in with you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe, love you.
You're fine. Love you. They're my favorite mom and dad. Oh, she misses us so much. Right, Rosie? Right, babe?
So I'm back from my procedure. David was a lovely husband and got me some Olive Garden like I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, babe. I feel a little groggy, so I'm gonna give you guys an update about what the GI doctor told me. He printed out a bunch of paperwork and about what his findings were, but they took some biopsies, they dilated my esophagus, and they found some inflammation, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. Decided to do a little change of scenery instead of in my bedroom. Yeah, I know my pool's green. It's because it keeps raining, it fills up my pool too much, and now I gotta drain some water out. So, yesterday I had my endoscopy done. As you can tell, I'm still kind of out of it, I feel like. And, still kind of groggy. I got it done late afternoon, so that's why I feel like this. But it should go away soon. Wow, there was a slew of stuff he found. My esophagus was spazzing while he did it. When he got into my stomach, there was extreme inflammation, and he took biopsies. So the inside of my stomach, kind of like around this area where my esophagus is, it kind of hurts because he took biopsies. And biopsies are like little samples they take when they're in there to send off to the lab to make sure they're not cancerous or have a disease or anything like that. So he sent the biopsies off to the lab to get them tested to see why I have inflammation in my stomach. Stomach was spazzing while he was doing it, but that's nothing new. That always happens. And I have a hiatal hernia. If you hear any chickens, they're all behind the camera right now. They always come to hang out with me. So we'll see what those results show. I do still, in fact, have esophagus spasms and dysphagia, which is, you know, food getting stuck when it goes down. But other than that, I have a doctor's appointment in 2 more days, so we're gonna keep these vlogs going before I edit it and upload it, because I got referred from my eye doctor to the ENT specialist, which an ENT is ears, nose, and throat, so I can have that cyst in my head looked at. Now, I know you guys are like, well, she says she has a cyst in her spine, and now she has a cyst in her head, and I know it's hard to believe, so let's do a little recap of what's happening with me so far. So, you know, I originally started out at my neurologist, and she found out through testing that I have a cyst in my spine. That's where it started out. Then I had a brain MRI to see why I have the cyst in my spine, to see if I had any brain disorders, and I don't. So they still don't know why or what caused the cyst in my spine. Then, when I had my brain MRI, they saw I had a cyst in my head as well, in my sinus cavity, which is all the way, it's called your sphenoid. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Probably not, because you guys know I pronounce it wrong all the time. But it's the sphenoid sinus. It's all the way like in the back of your head, like by your brain. I'll put a screenshot here of what it looks like. And, I want to, hey, no fighting. You be nice. My cats are fighting. The thing is about the cyst in my head, my neurologist didn't even tell me I had a cyst in my head, which is insane, because I went back and looked at my MRI and it said, you have a cyst in your head. I was like, why didn't anybody tell me this? So then I went and I picked up my MRI CD from the hospital to get the images. And the images I saw were crazy. I'm gonna insert screenshots right here so you can see it. And as you can see from the screenshots, that I have something glowing in my head and it's really big, and that is in fact the cyst in my head. Now, the MRI images I just showed, that was from December 2020. Now I just had an orbit MRI, had that done this week, and that came back saying that I have a prominent cyst inside my sinuses. Don't have any eye diseases, so my eye pain is not caused really from my eyes. Even right now as I'm talking to you guys, I have eye pain, but the eye doctor said I'm fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the neurologist about that. My eye pain comes in waves, and I can tell it's a nerve pain. But then again, it might be caused because of the cyst. But maybe it's being pushed on by this big ass cyst I have in my head. So far, cyst in my spine, cyst in my head. Okay, so as you guys know, I have esophagus problems too. Yeah, the symptoms just go on and on. I know it's hard to believe, but I mean, I've really been tested for all this shit. Sorry, there might be a little kitty that comes across the camera because it's so cute and it loves me so much. But as for now, I'm going to see the ENT on Friday. Today's Wednesday, so I'll report back to you guys on Friday and let you know what the ears, nose, and throat doctor has to say. I feel like if I get this cyst out, I mean, it might get rid of the cyst in my spine. I don't know. But I'll talk to y'all later. Oh my God, I'm really frustrated because I know y'all are like, oh, you dance on TikTok all the time, you seem fine, but I just don't show it all the time. I have esophagus problems, so when I eat, it hurts. When food goes down, it hurts. Now there's weird stuff in my stomach after they sent it to the lab and tested it, and now they're telling me I can't get a doctor's appointment for like 2 weeks. Like, please someone tell me what this is about. Then I go see my eye doctor, and she is, you have no eye diseases, but see your ENT. And then I have a cyst in my spine, and they're like, yeah, we don't know how it got there, but yeah, you have a cyst in your spine. We'll monitor it every 6 months, and we'll see if it gets bigger. But I didn't have the cyst in my spine in 2018. So what is going on with my body? Not to mention, I have the Epstein-Barr virus, like I said, in my system that's dormant. The Epstein-Barr virus you only get, like I mentioned before, is when you have mono as a kid, stays in your system, but can cause things like MS, inflammatory bowel disease, lupus, which I've been ruled out of lupus, ruled out of arthritis, but I do have inflammatory bowel disease. I do have esophagus issues. So I'm thinking, like, is the Epstein-Barr virus causing all, like, my body to go haywire? I don't know. And do I have the Epstein-Barr virus in my system? Yes, I do. I was tested in 2018. So I don't know. Sometimes it can reactivate itself. It's weird. I don't know. Only certain people get it. But it can cause like 8 really big diseases, this virus, later on in your life. And usually when you hit your 30s. And I'm 29. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude about this. Sitting here about to edit some videos for you guys on top of this video. But yeah, maybe we'll find out more information soon. Until then, I'll see you guys on Friday when I go to the ENT, ears, nose, and throat. Okay, so it's Friday. Good morning, y'all. I have a few minutes to film, so I figured I'd give you guys an update. I had my endoscopy done. Yeah, I'm still like healing from that. My chest still hurts pretty bad. Went to the hospital last night. Yeah, because my chest hurt, and they said that it's just from the endoscopy and getting my esophagus dilated, I guess. So today I'm at the ears, nose, and throat doctor about the cyst in my head. So let's go inside. Let's see what he has to say. We'll finally get some answers. Hey, y'all. I know it looks like I didn't go anywhere, but I did. I went in my doctor's appointment, just got out. So my sinus doctor says he wants me to start antibiotics. He sees my MRIs of my cyst in my head, and he said, you had that cyst in your head back in 2019. I don't know if it's gotten bigger or not, and I don't know if it's causing you issues, but we're going to start you on antibiotics, and then in 3 weeks, they want to do another CT scan to make, because they said CT scans show sinuses better than MRIs. And then in 3 weeks after my antibiotics, then we'll see if it got smaller. And if it got smaller, it's due to a little infection. And I guess if it doesn't get smaller, I don't know what that means. But he said that getting that sinus surgery on this back sinus, he said it's major surgery. And he said that they try to prevent it in every way possible because you have to cut all this bone up like in your sinuses just to get to the cyst. So it's very serious, but I don't know. We'll see what he says in 3 weeks. I have my GI appointment in 2 weeks. That's my update. That's my health update. So let's do a rundown. I have a cyst in my head that they're going to wait to do anything to. I have a cyst in my spine that they're going to wait to do anything to. I have a hiatal hernia. I have gastritis. I have esophagus spasms. I don't know. My body's going haywire, creating these cysts. My chest still hurts. They don't know why. But I don't know. That's it for now. I have a neurologist appointment next month. I have my endocrinologist appointment the end of this month. So I'll keep you guys updated if I find out anything. But this has been pretty chaotic. But you guys see exactly what I go through now and how they see my problems, but I'm just shuffled around to different places. It's just crazy. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon, and hopefully you like this vlog. I know it was a lot. Bye.